Guys, I have an announcement. I completely forgot. 2023 was the last time we've had a face-to-face. But I can finally announce that we have a Sip and Gist coming to London! Yay! Sorry, Emmanuel. Very sorry, Emmanuel. Guys, we have an event. On the 19th of April, I will be having a Sip and Gist here in London at Box Park Shoreditch. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tickets are so limited, extremely limited. But I really, really wanted to do something with you guys. I really wanted to see the bad boys and girls in person, spend time with you, love on you, hug on you, talk to every single person, talk to you 1-to-1, 2-to-2, 3-to-3, 4-to-4. So 19th of April, be there or be square. It is in Box Park, Shoreditch. It is a sip and gist brunch. And obviously it's at that place where the guy was lips in. But yeah, guys, 19th of April, I will see you there. I love you. It's C&T, baby. What is good, my good people? It's your girl, Madam Joyce, in the bizzle, back again. Tell a friend. It's been another week, long time no speak. And guys, happy Easter. This will be coming out Easter week, so we want to celebrate with y'all. We love you. Well done to everybody that did Lent and managed to give something up. What I gave up is the stresses of life, because I just couldn't be bothered to deal with it anymore. So I gave up the stresses of life for Lent. It didn't give me up, but I gave it up. Anyways, guys, I have someone very, very special in his house today. I don't know why I said his house. I'm really not sure. I'm feeling very old school. I think it's a t-shirt. You know, like shirts used to be quite like it's quite an old school thing. Remember when people used to wear business casual to the club? Like that. That type. But guys, my special guest today is a successful artist, a Grammy nominated songwriter with over 20 years in the game. I'm so honored, and she is fresh out of her sold out O2 Shepherd's Bush show. If you were there, you know it was popping. Guys, I'm honored to have on the sofa today, Teedra. How are you?
I'm very good, baby. How are you?
I'm so gash you're here. You know what? Yeah, usually 9 times out of 10, I'm always wearing a knee-high boot.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So I feel like you're representing for me today. I love these boots.
Yeah, these are comfy. I try to find a comfy boot to put on when I have to like pump around all day.
How tall are you?
I'm only 5'2", but in spirit, I'm a good like 5'11".
I feel like that's most of us short girlies. I'm not a short girly, but I'm on the cusp.
Yeah.
I'm 5'5" and a half.
Yeah.
The half is very important.
So you're kind of like at the point of like the average height of a woman. I'm under the average.
Yeah, I want to feel like the way you are, like 5'2". I feel 5'2", but I'm 5'6" average height, but I feel shorter than I am.
Right.
I just want to be part of something I'm not. Anyways, how are you? Congratulations on the show. How are you finding London? Talk to me.
I love London. You know, London has been kind to me for a very, very long time. I have actual friends here. I come here when I'm not working. I love London. London's good.
Even the cold weather, because to be honest, yeah, this is a very hot, cold girl outfit.
Thank you. I'm always cold here, except for June. That's the 1 month I'm not cold.
Yeah, to be honest, we do have good June. We have a good 2-3 weeks.
June is great. It's like chef kisses.
Can I just say, speaking about your style, I was stalking your Instagram, and you are 47?
No, I'm 49. I'll be 50
oh my God.
In December.
You're 49 and you look absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
The legs is out. Yeah. You got a 6-pack.
Oh, no. Don't lie to the people.
No, but the stomach is toned.
We keep it together as best we can.
The stomach is toned. So talk to me about your routine. Talk to me about being an older woman, but still looking sexy, flirty, fun.
I'll say this. I think that's just the wave at this point. I don't think a lot of older women look busted at this point. When I was younger, older looked old, you know. Now I think it's just different. The era I'm from, we look different. But I'm a Pilates girl. I do water aerobics. I walk. I hike. I'm just a person that I ride bikes. I keep it moving.
You're a 10K steps girly?
10K steps? What is that now?
It's like when you walk 10K, like 10K every day, like the girl is
No. I'm not that. I walk about I do like a 3-mile walk, and it's not every day. Sometimes I don't exercise at all. It's according to how I feel, but I'm just not going to ever be the type of woman that looks up and I'm not looking like I want to look. And I feel good, feel really good. So I have to represent in my outer being. I have to be like my inner being. So I kind of keep it all together.
I love that. And I've just started my kind of like fitness journey. I've started the Pilates.
Mm-hmm. How do you like it?
I'm really enjoying it, but my God, it's quite expensive, isn't it?
It's expensive, but it's worth it. It's really, really worth it. Like Pilates and yoga's good too. But these are things that I think that it will help you in the long run better than like kickboxing and all that cardio. It'll help you in the long run. As a person has done it for a long time.
Yeah, the Pilates have been good. Like it does really stretch out your body and stuff, which is something I haven't done in a long time.
And core muscles. It keeps your core muscles.
That's
together.
why your stomach is really
and
toned.
Kegels.
Oh, like Kegels, like
Kegels.
That helps your.
Yes, all that thrusting, that when you do the hip lifts.
Oh yeah,
all that stuff. That's Kegels, baby.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant Kegels as in Kegel balls.
What the hell is a Kegel ball? I'm talking about the Kegels in your vagina.
Yeah, the Kegel balls you put in your vagina.
Okay, they have Kegel. They're called Kegel balls.
Yeah, like they're Kegel balls. You put it in your vagina and then you like tense up so it
exactly. So you're doing that when you do certain exercises. If you're doing Pilates properly, almost every exercise you're using your Kegels.
I didn't know it was actually a muscle. I thought it was just the name of the balls that you put inside.
When you said Kegel balls, I was like, what kind of balls? I know balls, but I don't know Kegel balls.
I didn't know it was a muscle.
Yes, a muscle.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, you already know I do my best with body anatomy. I want to say a big congratulations to you. You are celebrating 20 years of your debut album, Complex Simplicity. Yes. Does it feel like 20 years?
Not really. But then when I think about it, because I have sons that were a certain age at the time and now they're grown. So I guess that makes sense. But, I've just been working for the whole time, so it doesn't really feel like it.
So looking back 20 years, who was Teedra then and who is Teedra now?
I was scared. I was hurt and broken and probably didn't have as much confidence in myself.
Wow.
And now I'm fully healed and victorious and courageous. Quite unstoppable.
I love that.
Yeah.
What was the pivotal moment between Teedra 20 years ago and you now? To say you went from I didn't have any confidence, I was scared, to now like nobody can talk to me, nobody can touch me, I'm unstoppable.
Yeah. This business will either make you or break you. And it didn't break me. And I've done this all independently.
Yeah.
I raised kids independently that turned out to be wonderful young men. I made music independently, and we have done very well at that. I've just proven to myself at a certain point. It was just like I looked up and it was like, okay, you all right. You're gonna be all right. You did okay, baby. You know what I mean? Like I for a long time I wouldn't take congratulations, and I wouldn't take or I'm proud of you. I wouldn't take that in because I just didn't feel it. I don't know. At some point, I think it probably was like about 37, 38. You kind of like have to tap in, like, okay, have an assessment of yourself. And I liked it. I liked me a lot. I was into me. Like, I don't call myself a bad bitch or anything like that, but I am a goddess.
You are a goddess.
Yeah.
Goddess energy. Guys, we have a amazing vinyl of the first album. Can I have a look at this? Honestly, guys, can I be honest here? I thought this was a gift to me and it's not. I came in and this very handsome gentleman had it in his hand. I was like, oh my God, a gift. And he was like, honey, this is for the promo. So, by the way, this is me, what's the word? Not gaslighting. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping the gift, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that after. Can I just say I love a vinyl? There's something about a vinyl that it just feels like this is a body of work.
Yeah, it is. I love it. And I love them because they're artwork. It takes you back to when people cared about what their cover of their project looked like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And you looking beautiful in the red, and you're wearing the red today.
It's my favorite color.
And the Louboutin heals my eye ash.
And let me tell you, that was 2004, and the girls wasn't doing that.
They weren't doing it.
No.
I love it.
I'm just saying.
We got the first song, Be Your Girl.
Yes.
Which is such an iconic song.
Thank you.
And it's still iconic. Like, it's one thing I love, you know, when they said only real music's gonna last. All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
This song 20 years later is still charted, is still making waves.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about creating something that has such an imprint in culture, not just at that time, but even presently?
That's an out of body thing, you know. Shout out to K Tronada. We have to be clear that it's not just the record I wrote. It's what he did with the record that pushed it along. But that's an out of body experience. Like that's a tough one because I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't an intent. I just was writing a song about a guy that I had a crush on, you know. But it feels really good, but it's out of body. I don't even know how to explain it. It's wow. Wow.
And I read somewhere that Be Your Girl was written about Nas.
Yes. I in my brokenness back in the days, you know, I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be in this like really great relationship, you know. And I would sit on my sofa and I would watch Animal Planet, which is why I call myself the lioness, because when you look at the pride, you know, the lioness, she's the one that goes out and gets all the food and, you know, does all this thing. And the lion, he just kind of sits there and waits to protect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could relate to the lioness. And then if I wasn't watching Animal Planet, I was watching the movie Belly. Do you know the movie Belly?
I don't. Am I missing out?
It was an old school movie, but and you probably are missing out because it is pretty good. So if you get a chance, you should check it out. But Nas was in that movie, and his character Sincere was a really, really attractive guy. And Nas is a very attractive guy.
Nas is handsome. He's like he's
oh,
fine.
But let me see. He's still fine.
He's
but
fine.
But in
He's
our
still
era,
fine.
he was every woman wanted Nas.
Really?
You know?
Was he the hot boy of the?
Yes.
Was it the 90s?
He literally was on the record Hot Boy with Missy Elliott. He was literally on the record Hot Boy with Missy Elliott. He was a hot boy. Yeah, definitely.
So you wrote the song about him.
Yeah.
But this was more of a crush. This was more like
crush.
a...
Yeah, I had worked with him before when I was a wardrobe stylist, but we didn't have we didn't know each other. I'm a person that's kind of, you know how people have imaginary friends?
Yeah.
I have imaginary boyfriends.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what? If I had an imaginary boyfriend, who would it be?
Who would it be?
I don't know. Imaginary boyfriend. I know how he would treat me, but I wouldn't know what he'd look like. Maybe a footballer, someone with good carbs.
What about the Aaron Pierre guy?
Oh yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I love. He is really handsome.
He's very handsome.
He is very good looking, but
He's a good imaginary boyfriend.
He would be.
Okay, so but you like what?
I like chocolate.
I do too.
I love a chocolate.
I do too. I do too.
Who do I love that's chocolate? Do you know what? Yeah, I fancy people a lot, but then when I get questions like this, it just completely leaves my brain.
Who is the guy that I think is from either Ghana or Nigeria, and he's in the NFL, so you might not know him. And he always puts on African garb before he goes into the stadium. Does anyone know his name? He's a beautiful man. I think you should look into making him your imaginary boyfriend.
But I do like NFL players because they're quite thick, and I love. Oh,
he's
thick.
Gorgeous. He's a young god. He's like really beautiful.
I love him thick. Well, whoever you are, I love you.
And you are now my man.
And you are now my man in my mind. I love that. It's so funny because I was reading somewhere because at the time, Nas was dating.
No, he wasn't. That's a misconception.
Oh, it was a misconception?
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
You would know that because that was your man. So you.
Yeah. Because I said, don't know if you got a girl. So clearly he didn't have a girl, right? Because I didn't know. If I'd have known, I would have never wrote the song. But yeah, no, he didn't at the time. They weren't dating at the time.
I love that. Have you seen him in the most recent years? Have you asked him?
Yeah, he was like, how was that song about me? I was like, because, in my mind, you were my boyfriend.
You were the love of my life.
I was like, thank you so much. You helped me get through a very rough time. You were a very good boyfriend in my mind.
And what was that rough time? Was this heartbreak?
It was a lot of things. It was heartbreak. I lost my mother during that time. Wow. My children's father and I broke up during that time because of like some drastic things. I caught him in bed with another woman in my house. And then I was taking care of children by myself that were his children, but he didn't. But he's my friend now, so I don't want to talk too bad about him. Yeah, so it was like a rough time. I was just I was only 20 years old when I had them, so I must have been about 23 or something during this time. And it was just a really life was life and very early for me. You know, that's why it's so cool now, because I weathered all the storms.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how do you, like, one thing I love is that I love the stories of hearing, I love hearing the stories about people going through heartbreak, because then when you write, when you make music, it makes more sense. So what's your what's your process of going through those experiences and then putting it on paper and creating a masterpiece?
Yeah, I don't write on paper. I kind of just freestyle it, you know.
Okay.
So these thoughts just come out. The music, you hear the music first, and then the thoughts just come out because they're in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in there. And I've never been a girl to keep a diary or journal or anything like that. So I guess this is how I diary. I made a diary, or I journaled. It just come out. To this day, that's how it is. Whatever I'm experiencing, it'll come out. And that's why my writing style is probably a little bit more how people talk, because it's literally in my head how it's happening. I'm not trying to be poetic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just coming out. So yeah, it just came out. It was therapeutic too. I think I might have killed somebody if I didn't make that first album. I think I might have turned into somebody very mean and ugly if I didn't make that first album.
I love that. You know, I was speaking to Jessie Reyes came here, and she has the same process, and she said that it's like when you're not writing and you're just coming off the dome, it's a very spiritual thing. Yeah, it's very like it's from the soul out. It's like a soul outpour.
It's not like you're trying. You're just doing. It just comes out. I love Jessie Reyes, by the way.
She's fine. Nah, she is amazing.
I love her. I love her music. I love her personality. She's a raw one. I like the raw girls. When the ones that don't try to make you think there's something, they're just being who they are, and you get into it.
She a Latina queen. We love her. We love her. Her episode's coming out this week, so I'm really excited about that. But speaking of like Jessie Reyes, the R&B scene, you've been here for so long. Compared to where you first started, are you loving the R&B scene? Are you loving the new school? Who are you loving? What's the vibe?
Well, I just did a show, which I loved her before then, Shay's Universe.
Yes.
Shay Universe, I love her. I love Kenyon Dixon. I don't know if people have gotten into him on this side yet. I love Lucky Day, Victoria Monet.
Yeah.
I could go on and on and on. I love all the new R&B people.
What do you think is different between old school R&B and new school R&B?
Long notes.
What does that mean?
That's I wonder if those are long notes.
Yeah.
So now it's a lot of like, more choppy.
Oh, it's choppy.
It can be a little bit more choppy. So I like the blend of choppy and long notes, because I think that R&B should always be something you can sing in the shower.
Yes.
Not all, like everything has to be like that, but at some point you should be able to hit a long note, because people that can't sing love a long note. I think in terms of a show. I do a lot of shows, right? So I want to be able to throw the mic out there for you to sing with me. But if I'm just
rapping,
you don't even know what I'm saying. But maybe y'all attention span is better than ours were. But I just think that long notes, like that's the difference. And sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. That's why I like someone like Lucky Day and Victoria Monet, because they do that and they still give you the long note. And production. That's why I like Lucky Day and Victoria Monet as well, because D Miles, because his production is very conducive to real R&B music. Sometimes the production on R&B can be more lackluster. R&B should be a higher level musically than hip hop. It always has been. So that's a difference. That's a big difference.
I went to the Usher concert. Usher's around.
Yeah.
And I went to his concert, and it's like, I love old school R&B, and it's for that reason. I didn't know how much I knew of Usher until I went to go and see him. And it's like, there's something about it, maybe because, like you guys were saying, it's such a spiritual experience for you guys, that it hits a part of the psyche that I didn't even know it hit.
Right.
So when Usher was singing, I knew the songs word for word. It started when we were younger. I was like, wait.
You knew that.
I knew the songs word for word.
You knew where he was at 7 o'clock on the dot, didn't you?
He was in this drop top cruise in the streets.
There you go. I know you knew.
He was. I even know.
You didn't even know you knew that.
I didn't even know I knew how to spell his name so quickly.
U.S.
H-E-R-A. Okay.
No, you knew that day though.
Yeah, I knew the first part. R-A-R. Okay. We'll get to the surname. We'll get to the. I tried.
You are adorable.
Is there any R&B artists in the UK that you'd love to collaborate with, and also in the US that you haven't?
I will take it back because I love Omar, and I was just listening to him, and I would love to do a record with Omar. You have to know who Omar is.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, she just.
This.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, we're gonna.
I'm
say,
sure I
you
know. Honestly, I'm sure I will know it.
You know, you can't click now.
I'll know it.
I like. I love Cleo Soul. She's amazing.
Oh
amazing,
yes,
amazing.
It's not that I don't want you here.
Yeah.
You see, that's the long that you're
wait. Keep singing.
Oh no! Don't do that! Don't do that! I can sing to save my life, but
Wait
not
a
to
minute.
do a record.
It's not that I don't want you here. Is that Cleo Soul?
Yeah.
That's not. Not that I don't want you here.
No, that's no Allegra.
That's no Allegra.
Oh God.
And she's definitely contributed to American R&B.
Sorry.
I love you to death. You are becoming my favorite person very quickly.
Me?
Yes, because it's the way that you think you know and you don't know. It's so cute.
And it's the confidence behind it.
You're so confident in your wrong. We call that strong and wrong.
I do be strong and wrong. My manager tells me off about it all the time. I do be strong and wrong. Oh
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love Omar. I love Cleo Soul. I would love to work with Cleo Soul because I think her voice is amazing. I think she has one of those sweet voices. So here's the thing with the sweet voice. It can become boring at times. Mm-hmm. Hers never does because she has a sweet voice with power. You know what I mean? Like, so she can sing the sweet notes. And because it's a new thing sometimes where the young girls, they don't really open their mouth when they sing. They just sing like that, you know. But she sings sweet, and then she still
there's a power behind it.
Yeah, there's a power behind it. Yeah, I love. And then America, it's very hard because I like everybody. Mm-hmm. I like everybody. I'll work with whoever want to work with me if it's good, you know.
What collaboration do you want to see though?
Collaboration I'd like to see.
Yourself and any name.
You know what? I would love to have production from Pharrell because that never happened. And I think that he makes timeless music, and I'm into timeless music. So I would love to do that.
That would be amazing. I really love Pharrell, you know.
I love Pharrell.
I feel like he was one of the originators of, like, you know, before producers was very, like, they were very behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. So it's like producers weren't the stars. They were just the kind of curation of the process. Yeah. But now I feel like he was one of our first producer stars.
And I think that also goes along with the fact that he's an artist himself as well. He was in NERD. He became Pharrell by himself. So he kind of put himself in that position, you know.
I even forgot that group he was in. That was really good.
That was one of the most amazing alternative groups to ever come out ever, NERD.
You like alternative music, right?
Yeah, I do.
So it's what kind of artists fit into this alte category?
I love Black Coffee.
Oh yes. Come on, Ibiza.
No, but that's the Black Coffee, you know. Black Coffee first came out in 2005. And it's like the early stuff. Not that I don't like the Ibiza, but the early stuff, super soulful and just like, you know, amazing. I mean, I love Black Coffee.
I heard Black Coffee for the first time in Ibiza, and I was like, what is this music?
And how long ago was that you first heard him?
That was maybe like, to be honest, it was like last year.
Yeah.
It was like last year.
Oh no, come on, girl. Deep sea dive. Go check it out.
Do you know what? I need to.
It's the dancing naked in the mirror music. That's what it is.
With the hand in the air.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I love this. Mm-hmm. No, I'm going to do it.
You're going to have to.
It's C&T, baby. By the way, you wanted to be a rapper to start, right?
I did want to be a rapper to start.
Are you good at rap?
I am.
You can still give.
I got bars.
You got bars?
Not off the dome, so don't ask me.
No,
I have to write. I have to write it out and think about it. You know, I'm not that good. And I have children that are in a group called Coast Contra. They're actually going to be doing a show here in, I think, May.
Amazing.
Doing really, really well, and they're rappers. Their dad was a rapper. We're a pretty talented family.
I love that.
That was a
Everyone
flex.
is musically.
Did you catch my flex?
Yeah, you're a talented family.
Okay, boom. I just want to make sure it was
No,
clear.
you like. Yeah, that's what I love that. I love that. You're a talented family. What's your son's group called, just to plug them?
Coast Contra.
Coast Contra. This is alternative?
This is like, maybe alternative what hip hop is now. It's more like a group that's doing like pure hip hop music. So
what is pure hip hop music? Because you said that quite shady. You're like, they actually
no. I didn't say real. I didn't say real. You changing my words.
Sorry.
I said pure. Pure is different. Like, so hip hop now is a little bit of a it can not be as much about the lyrics and the cadences and all the things that it was about before. So they're more about lyrics and cadences, you know.
I love
real
that.
Real rapping.
Hey guys, if you are loving this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, do you love old school R&B or are you loving the new school era? Tell me, I'm there. Right, so we have this game that we play on our show. It's called Win or Bin. So I'm going to give you a topic of conversation and you're going to tell me whether it's a win or a bin and why. Okay. Are you ready?
I am ready, D.
Because I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Right, so win or bin, love at first sight.
Win.
Why?
Because I'm the love at first sight type of girl. I get into that. Yeah.
So you see someone and you're like,
yeah, love at first sight or I don't like you at first sight. I got that down pat. Yeah.
So you can't grow to like someone. It's
no.
Either you see them and you're like, or you're like, no.
Yeah, exactly. I know in the first 5 minutes if I'm like attracted to you and like I'm going to be attracted to you forever, or if I'm ever going to be attracted to you. I know in the first 5 minutes.
So you don't grow into.
No.
I could be a grower, you know.
Really?
I've dated some really, really ugly men.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think looks have anything to do with the love at first sight. It's energy, right?
Is it energy?
It's energy.
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry, never mind. Thank you. Maybe I'm just shallow.
But maybe you had good energy with that ugly person.
Okay, yeah. If it's on an energy thing.
Yeah.
I've definitely met people and it's like we just click.
Yeah, because the first sight thing to me is like, okay, what you look like, but the bit of the first sight to me is like, I'm watching you. Good gracious, the hell, what the fuck? To me, it's like the first sight is I'm watching you. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm looking at you. Your energy, whatever I get.
So the first sight to you is the energy.
Yeah.
The look. What's your type, by the way, Maya?
I don't have one. It's the worst thing in the world.
Really?
Yeah, I just connect with whoever I connect with.
So you're about the soul, the heart.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a very superficial person.
Same. Right. Win or bin, spinning the block.
Nah.
Bin. Why?
Because when I was on the block, if I left the block, didn't like the block.
Yeah.
It wasn't my block.
I do you know what? I want to agree so bad, but the thing is, I'm such a softie. I'm a really forgiving person. If somebody begs me hard enough, I'll take them back.
Right.
If somebody,
I understand that though. I understand that, but I like when people beg because I like to say no
too.
When they beg. No, it's the good part about it is the like no when you beg.
So I'm doing it wrong because I love when people beg me, but
so you fall into the begging.
Yeah.
It's a real gangster when they're begging, and you like no, because then that shows how powerful you are.
You're on this lioness goddess thing. I need to come up. I need to get on my, because that's some goddess shit. That's like worship me, beg me, but still no.
Yes.
God, I'm right. I need it.
It's empowering.
It feels, even as you're saying it to me, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like a champion, and it's not even me. It's not even me. Right. Win or bin? Major PDA.
Win.
Holding hands, kissing, squeeze a booty.
Yeah. I think that if it wasn't illegal, like, I think maybe because I'm a performer, I think all of the things could be done in the open, you know?
Do you know what? I feel like that as well.
You do.
I'm a little bit, I'm really naughty. I like, if there was a moment, like if I had a really, I don't give a fuck moment. I don't give a hell moment. I would have a moment where it's just like,
yeah,
for the world.
Yeah. I think, especially when you're good at it, you know, you make it look good.
Yeah.
It's a performance. It really is, but not, because like with me, even when I'm on stage, that's really soulful and I'm really serious about it. I'm not performing as much as I'm pouring out myself at the time. Same thing with that. You know what I mean? So like major PDA, I think that it should be like, I'm not into the creepiness of the sex clubs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if it was a way that it was just me and this person and there were spectators, I would be okay with that.
Not gonna lie, I think I'd really enjoy that. I think I would.
I think so.
I think that would be really fun. My friend did tell me about this one club that he went to, but he got creeped out about people watching. But it needs to be like it's like, I don't want to see eyes, but I want to have the knowledge
that is boom.
Yeah,
That's it.
I don't want to see you, but I want to feel that you're there watching me.
That's it. Yeah. I like that.
Shaking my boobies. Have you been to a sex club?
I haven't, but I live in Miami, and there's lots of them.
You've never thought, let me just take a, what's going on
No,
in there?
because nah, it just
It's not your thing.
It's unsanitary.
This like, I don't understand, you know, when people are like group sex or sex with multiple, because I'm like, the smell of the room will probably take me out.
Yeah, it's not tidy. You know?
That's what, it doesn't seem like
it's not tidy.
It's like it's one of those things where you probably have to ignore a lot of things.
And I'm not an ignorer.
Neither am I.
Okay, so we did that.
I see everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That little stain on the floor.
Yeah.
That little thing on the wall.
Exactly.
Like, no, it's not sexy at all. Right. WinorBin, Celibacy.
It ain't a win, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's the route that you have to take. It's not a win. It's a bin, but I'm a celibate girl.
Are you currently still celibate?
I've been celibate for a while.
The last time we heard you speak about this publicly, you were celibate for 7 years.
And then I wasn't celibate for 7 years. And then I'm back at celibate for 7 years. And this comes from not being well enough. I don't connect with people well enough. You know, like, I have to, I'm good at sex. Like, I really am, like, I connect with people. Like, I'm a very good sex partner because I want to be here. Mm-hmm. I can't, there's no drinking. There's nothing I can do to make me want to have sex with you. So genuinely, it's not my fault. Mm-hmm. I'm celibate because no one has turned me on.
So you're somebody that you're turned on by the emotion.
I'm turned on by you turning me on. Like, do something, say something, stimulate me in some kind of way. Like, I think when you know that what you're giving is a gift, you don't think about it like, oh, here you go, here you go. Nobody passes out Rolls Royces.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying?
Clock it.
Genuinely, it's just like, I feel like it's something that I offer, something that is very valuable. And I'm not saying like I'm the only one. It's just, I know it is. So I have to connect with you so I can give you something valuable. If I'm just trying to do this, it's not valuable. I'm a very, very spiritual person. I move from the soul more than I do the flesh. And it's not my fault. I promise it's not my fault that I'm celibate. If there's anyone out there between the 10 up, 10 down age bracket, if you can, you know, stimulate me in a way to make me feel like this is something that I can give you, then I'll give it to you.
You know what? Throughout this whole conversation, like, since you've been talking about your lioness and the goddess, I've just been seeing that energy exert throughout the whole conversation. And I actually, for me, because I love it. And I feel like sometimes, like, when it comes to my energy, like, I would love to exude that, like, you're kind of, you have to be a certain person and a certain thing to deserve my time, my space, my area. So for anyone that's watching, like, how do you embody and exude goddess energy?
I think it's just something that you have it, you know it. I think it's really just how you value yourself, understanding who you are. And I can't say I've always been that way, right? This takes time. I'm at a very grown age. And so over time, I've learned to see all the different valuable things about myself. And so now I rate myself very, very high, you know, because how not? I see it. I know me better than anybody. So I know the good, bad, and the ugly. And in all of it, I just see this beautiful woman, like this one beautiful woman that is deserving and willing to give, but only to someone that's equally deserving. I don't know how else to explain it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something you do a checklist. You just live. If you don't have it now, you will be there eventually because that's your trajectory.
What, wrong and strong?
No, not wrong and strong. Wrong and strong is just the really, really key about you. There's something more in you. I'm just saying from just what I see. You're looking at me and you're saying what you see. I'm saying what I see. You have a thing that is very confident in you. And there may be insecurities in you now that will shave off as you get older and put you in that position of empress, goddess, you know. You're getting there. You're just younger. You know, you will be there probably sooner than you think.
Oh, guys,
How not?
I'm shy now. I don't know what to say anymore. No, you made me shy. That's really lovely. There's something about you that when you speak, it's like, it's very, I said it to you earlier, but it's very maternal. It's like, when you speak, it's like, I feel like everything's going to be okay. It's very, has anyone ever told you that? Right? Yeah.
No, I meet strangers and they just start to tell me everything. And I think it's because I'm genuine.
Yeah.
I think that's what it boils down to. And my heart is genuine and it's filled with love. So I don't have any ill feelings towards anyone, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm honest, I'm genuine, and I'm full of love. And I'm not perfect because I got other shit in me too. But I try to lead with love. And when I came into this room, you met me with such a warm and welcoming reception. And it did not feel fake. It felt genuine. When I speak to you and I'm talking to you, you seem like a woman that has a very clear identity of who you are and where you want to go. These things are impressive. And so me looking back at my younger self or the people that were around me and we were all young then and where we are now, you embody those things that we had, you know, at that time that have grown into what we are now. So that's why I can say that to you, because I see it.
Oh, that means the world to me. No, that really means the world to me. Thank you. Wow.
You know it though. If you really think about it. If you really like kind of shed any of your doubt, you know this about yourself. I think
it's wavering. You know, sometimes it's like sometimes you're sure and then you're not, and then you're not sure, and then you're sure again, and then you're not sure.
But you have moments of being sure. So that means you do know. The other stuff is just when the bullshit attack you. But you do know. The base of you knows. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. You're already all right. All of this, you created this. These things these are the things that make you feel empowered, right? These are the things that you have to give yourself pats on the back for, because you can't do this, baby. Everybody can't. You have all these people looking at you, speaking the words out of your mouth. That's powerful. Receive it and accept it and stand it and walk in it. You're on your way, clearly on your way. If not, you're already there. The only thing is the doubt that keeps creeping in. That's it. When you get silent, I think you're about to say something funny.
No, I'm just processing everything you're saying to me, and I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying not to cry, and I'm processing everything that's happening. I don't know what to say. Like you're like, I really feel like my soul's being fed.
Okay, good.
That's what it feels like. It's like I really feel like you're speaking to me.
Good.
And that means the world to me. I just don't know what to say.
Okay, good. Just say thank you.
Thank you. Because you know I always got something slick to say. That's
I know.
True.
I was you know you was digging in your mind.
I was trying to find the punchline, but it was just too deep. It was like,
nah, you just gotta receive it and sit up and hold your shoulders back.
Okay.
And accept it.
Okay.
Boom. There you go.
Hopefully there's no sweat patches
Receive
on this
it.
t-shirt,
Boom,
because
bam.
it's really hot. We've got WinorBin plastic surgery. Excuse me.
I can't speak for everyone, so I don't want the girls to go crazy on me, but it's a bin for me.
Why is it a bin for you?
Because I don't cheat.
Oh.
If I'm a win because this is what it is. I don't cheat. But please, y'all don't go ham on me. Please, because I know it's just a thing, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it for everyone else. It's okay for me to say it's not for me.
Yeah.
I have to preface because they go crazy on you when you have an opinion that is not popular, you know, but it's just not a win for me, because if I'm going to stand next to you and be more beautiful, it's because God made it this way. These are genetics. Anybody can buy it. But when it's natural, it's like, what can you say? God gave it to me. He chose me. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying anything against anyone that does.
Yeah, this is a personal thing. Don't feel offended.
Please don't take it any kind of way.
Please don't feel.
I'm
gonna support my girlies. I'm for laid on the table. If you feel like you want to lay on the table,
yeah, it's
your
okay.
choice, and if you want to be au natural,
yes, it's okay.
That's
either
okay
way,
too. It's either way.
And I don't look down on anyone for anything. Mm-hmm. It's just I personally
for your personal preference.
I like that. It's like when someone tells me I'm beautiful, I know, even if it's like my butt is sitting a certain kind of way on my legs, like I worked for it.
Yeah,
I'm big on working for anything. You know.
You know what song just came? It was
Victoria Monet song.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How she get
Her
an ass like that?
How she get her ass like that? Yeah.
I love
that song too. You know I love that song because I just told you what I told you. I love that
every
song.
day's class making
Yeah.
shit pop. She
Yeah.
ate with. I feel like
She don't take ass shots, but she takes shots. That's me all day.
that song came out. Did it come out in COVID?
It might have. It might have.
That song needed more of a moment.
Yeah, it got zipped over a little bit.
It got so zipped over, but that song is so
good.
good.
So good.
Dun, 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 and I love her bass as well.
Yeah, that's D Miles. Great producer.
Big up D Miles every time.
Every time.
Right, let's do one more win or bin. We've got win or bin. Hollywood.
Bin.
Why?
I'm an indie girl. I'm not into all the polished stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an underground grungy, get it out the mud, keep it real. Yeah, so Hollywood's not my thing. But if it is somebody else's, it's okay. It's okay.
Do you know what? I hate the disclaimers that we have to put for
yeah,
our own
because the
opinions
people are
sometimes.
really sensitive, and I don't come from a sensitive era. So
Yeah.
I've learned because I've gotten and I'm the type that say exactly what I feel and don't care and stand 10 toes on it.
Yep.
But I don't never want to hurt nobody. And sometimes people that look up to you or like you may feel offended because you just said your opinion when I was only asked my opinion. So I like to give the disclaimer.
You know what? That was a beautiful thing to say, because sometimes I do be battling but this is how I feel. So you shouldn't take offense to it.
Yeah.
But it's that duality of, yes, I said what I said, but I also don't want to hurt people.
I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I don't feel that way. I'm going to stand on it, but I don't want to hurt you. So just don't take it personal. Take it as a good girlfriend here. She asked me a question and I answered, and that's all it is, It is bad we have to say disclaimers.
I know, but it's okay. For those that get us, you get us.
You get us and you don't. But I get in trouble a lot.
Yeah, me too. I do be getting in trouble. Oh my goodness, I do be getting in trouble. God help me. God help me. But we're working on it. We're working on it. But
me too.
me and you both.
I'm working on it. I go viral for the wrong things.
Me, honestly. So can I ask you a question? Because I feel like sometimes when how do you feel about going viral? Wait, tell me a time where you've gone viral for something that you've said.
I can't even get into it because I don't want to hash it back up.
Do you know what? Me and you both.
I don't want them to get back on me because I be sitting back trying not to say something because it's like, girl, I didn't even say that. I'll just say this. I hate when someone takes my words and switch them into something else, or when they tell me what I meant. When I'm saying what I said. It's clear. I said what I said, and you're telling me what I meant. You know who knows what I meant? Me, bitch. I said it.
That's me. And you know what I hate as well? No, I'm not saying. You know what I dislike as well is when people try to tell you who you are.
Right.
I think that's the one thing that frustrates me
annoying.
The most, because it's like, what you are trying to paint me out to be is so far removed for who I am and even what I even stand for. So how could you be saying those things about me? And you know what? Yes, sometimes it does. On a vulnerable thing, see how for some reason when I'm around you, I just want to say all my secrets. On a vulnerable thing, it does hurt sometimes.
It does.
It's like,
because you're not that person.
I know I'm not that person, but I feel like once the internet get hold of an ideology or concept, it doesn't even matter if you try to convince them that you're not. They're just gonna believe what they're gonna believe.
Yeah. So the work needs to be done within ourselves because we can't change them.
Yeah.
So we have to work with ourselves to not be bothered. Simple as that.
God, I need
and mind. I think I'm learning to mind what I react to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mind what I give energy to, because wherever we give energy, wherever we feed energy, it grows. So I'm learning to mind what I give energy to. Because to be honest with you, it's all new. Like the way things are now is very new to someone my age. We talked reckless and nobody cared. Everybody had very thick skin from my era, but everybody's a little bit sensitive now.
Yeah.
So I have to mind myself and figure it out for me, because I can't put that responsibility on other people. We chose this position, so we can't get mad at the people that treat people like they treat people in this position. Mm-hmm. They want to be here. They wish they were here. We should take it as a compliment that they're talking about us in any way, good, bad, or ugly.
Something is just imprinted into my mind that it just needs to be my mantra. Anywhere I put my energy, it grows.
Yeah.
So if I put my things in negative energy, it will grow. If I put my things in what people say, it will grow. And I feel like you saying it like that, it's like I'm only harming myself by even looking at those things and acknowledging it and letting it get to me.
Yeah. I had to figure that out. I mean, work in progress we are.
You just came to just preach to me. Obviously. No, seriously, I'm learning so much. Like, on a serious thing.
One time for the mixologist. This is so good.
One time for Latif on the mix.
This is so freaking good and pretty.
Do you know what? I think when they asked what you wanted, you just asked for tequila.
I love tequila.
So this is all his concoction.
Oh, he was just so like, good. This is so
let
good.
Let me give you something beautiful.
And it's sexy and it's pretty. I love it.
Honestly, whenever next you're in London, you must come and we'll go again. I feel like Latif needs to have a little a taster. I feel like sometimes like we love this, like, but we need like little glasses of multiple flavors.
Yes.
I thought, oh my God, Latif, do you hear that? Yep, no, we need to have little glasses of multiple, because I feel like this is nice, but it's like, it's the one drink.
It's the one drink. We could really be going ham in here.
We could really be having a moment.
Yeah, exactly. But we're grateful.
We're grateful. This is not a complaint. This is not a complaint. I'm still.
It's actually a compliment.
A big compliment. We want more, is what we're saying. So before we leave Win or Bin, tell me in the comments, guys. Comments. I tried. Tell me in the comments, guys. Do you love PDA? Is that a win or bin for you? Is love at first sight a win or bin for you? Or are you pro surgery or you are against it? Let me know. Tell me what you think in your wins or bins. It's C&T, baby. Don't know if you gotta go. Don't mean no disrespect.
You got a little voice there, honey.
I can sing to save. Like, if somebody had a gun to my head and said, you better sing in tune.
Yeah, you got that.
I have that.
I think if you concentrated and were pushed in a direction of like utilizing your voice in a certain kind of way, you could. And I'm not kind to people with their voices. I'm not. Like, I feel like you either got it or you don't.
You think I can be a singer?
I think because I heard you just sing it and you sang it on key. Some people cannot do that. They really can't. I promise you they can't.
I could be a singer.
You could be a singer with probably some, little bit of help. Yeah.
Just a little bit. So how much little are we talking about?
Now you don't even need it because they put autotune in people's voice. You could be an autotune singer for sure. And then maybe after getting some lessons, you could take the autotune off.
No, I want to be a serious singer. I want to be like running and singing, dancing and singing. Like, if I feel like...
Well, I'll just let you know, most people can't do that. A lot of people you see dancing and singing, they have a track going that they did when they were dancing. So you can hear the breath and it's not as perfect. So and then sometimes it comes out and they sing for real. And then sometimes it goes back in.
What do you love about performing on stage?
The energy. I love the energy I get on stage. I love the exchange. It's like a conversation. They give it to you, you give it right back. I love on stage too because you sing it how it goes, but it's different every time.
Yeah.
Because you're in a different, you don't feel exactly like you did when you were in the studio singing it. Yeah.
Have you had any crazy like fan interactions?
Just recently. It was the first time it's ever happened. And I love her. I love her because we resolved it. And then I saw her again last night and we resolved it. But I was staying at the hotel right next to the O2 Empire, Shepherd's Bush. And I'm a pretty chill person, as you can tell. One of my favorite things to say is I'm not a celebrity because I'm not. I'm a person that's well known. I'm not a celebrity at all. So don't expect me to care about my image like a celebrity. I'm a human being that acts like a human being. I react like a human being. I don't think like, oh my God, this is gonna hurt my brand. I just act like a normal person, right? So the young lady, I didn't see her. Clay and I were together. Clay's a tall 6'4" guy. So I don't really think much. I don't know, sexy, right? So I don't think much about. I keep my head on the swivel or normal, but I don't think very much about what's going on if I'm talking to somebody and walking with somebody, especially a big tall guy. And so we go into the hotel, go through the lobby, go get on the elevator, and there's a beautiful young lady, and she gets on the elevator and she's kind of like timid, and she's doing she's looking at us. Because I think I may have said, which floor is it? Because we pushed our floor or whatever, and she's going like, I didn't think you were who I thought you were. And I don't know if you, but you are who I thought you were. And I followed you all the way over here. And I'm like, hold up. Hold on. Because you could get chopped in the throat with me. I'm not a celebrity, yo. I'm a person trying to survive in this world just like you. And you might get chopped in the throat if I think you're trying to harm me. You know what I mean? So she's like saying all these things and whatever. And at this point, I'm getting off the elevator. She just wanted to get a picture. Cool. I'm so cool with that. Let's get the picture. We get off the elevator, but I had to tell her, like, yo, you can't do that. You just walk up to me and say, hey, Teedra, you know, is that you or whatever? You know, I've had people mistake me for other people. It's fine. I'm not. She said, well, people be weird. No, dog, you acting weird. You're the weird one, you know? And so then as we're getting off the elevator, there's some other ladies that see me and they go, oh my God, Teedra, I see, that's how it goes. That's all you have to do. And I know that celebrities can be weird, but not people that are well-known. Well-known regular people don't act weird when you walk up to them. Either they can accommodate you what you want, or they can't. But I'm never going to be weird with you because I'm not a weirdo. What about me that have you ever seen makes you think I'm a weirdo? You are being weird. She came last night. No, we figured it out. Girl. We worked it out. She came last night to my meet and greet, and we talked about it. And she's sweet as pie. And that's the thing about me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you straight up what I feel. I'm not going to walk up and like, she was weird. No, I'm going to tell you weird to your face. Don't do this to people. Stop walking around like this. This is not the look. You know what I mean? And it's not cute. And she stopped it. And yesterday she was just so sweet. Like, she's super cool. She was just nervous. You know what I mean? And that's all it was. And I just had to realize she was nervous and calm things down. But if Clay wasn't in there, it would have probably been a chop to the throat. Because I would have felt like I was being attacked. That's the weirdest thing that ever happened to me in my life, as far as being a well-known person.
And you know what? That's the thing. I don't feel like people know what they give off when they do things like that.
Yeah, like the shaking and crying things. I know sometimes people can't help when you affect them in a certain kind of way. Yeah. But I think they don't understand it's not me affecting you. It's the music. I'm not walking, talking music. I'm just a vessel. You know? So you got to calm down and just be a little normal. But when they do it, I try my best to calm them down because that freaks me out. Not in an arrogant way. It's just like, I don't like the feeling of being put on a pedestal. I don't really like that. Some people need that. I'm going to say something that's going to sound arrogant. I'm not an arrogant person, nor am I humble. But I've been pretty my entire life, and I've gotten attention my entire life, even when I didn't want it. So attention is not something I get into. I do like to be treated. Well, not treated. I do like to be acknowledged for the things I've done that is good. Of course. But you don't have to treat me special. Just be cool. Let's all just be cool. You know? So the weird stuff, it freaks me out. It freaks me out a little.
But the show was good.
The show was amazing, and she was kind.
She was at the front.
Yeah.
Arms out. In tears. We love her.
We love her. I would say her name but I don't want to. But I know her name now. She's my girl. If I ever see her again, she'll never have to come up to me again. I'm gonna always reach out to her and grab her in.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. What's your favorite place to perform? Like your favorite city? I don't like. What have been some of your favorites? Because you know we don't want to like.
I'm gonna keep it G, and it's not because I'm sitting here. London has always been my favorite place to perform. Yes, I've said that in times when I'm not in London. Baltimore was the first city I heard people singing along. London was the first place where I felt like I was really a star.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Yeah, one thing about us UK people, we do show love to people.
If you love someone.
Yeah, if you love someone.
If you don't, like, because the crazy thing is people in America can be really huge. There could be an artist huge in America. Come here, y'all don't care.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's the same. I think it's the same globally because I've had some people like in America, in Nigeria. I do a lot of Nigerian artists where they could sell out in Nigeria. They could do like big stadiums, and then here it's like
barely fill up a club.
They could, and this is real. Like I've been because I interview people. I see people's influence across the globe.
Yeah.
And it's very, very hard to do shows here. It's very, very hard to touch the people here.
But
once they rock with you, they rock with you.
I think it's just you have to build a relationship with London. And I've built a very great relationship with London.
I love that. Mm-hmm. And we obviously built a relationship with you.
Yes, I love it.
My iPad has died. My My iPad has died, guys. I'm gonna see if I can move on. Let's move to my phone. We haven't even played behind the lyrics or the Easter game. Honestly, we had so many stuff, but we've just honestly the conversation's just been so phenomenal.
I'm sorry, I'm a talker.
No, me too.
I'm the worst.
No, we love it. That's what that helps me.
Isn't it annoying when you ask people questions, they're like, yes.
Oh my God.
No. And you kind of like pull out of them. Are you good at pulling it out of people?
Yeah, I could probably talk to a rock. We say that as a joke.
You're getting your Oprah bag.
Yeah, I could talk to a rock. Honestly,
I love that.
It's
I love it.
But people like you, and for me, it's more enjoyable when I'm learning to, like, you're teaching me so much.
Oh wow.
And it's making the conversation so it doesn't feel like an interview. Sometimes I'm like, this job, I'd be selfish sometimes because sometimes it's like I sit with some incredible people and it's the moment where I can draw knowledge from them. So that's one of these moments for me.
Oh cool. Thank you.
It's okay. I'd be asking the questions. You see that goddess question? That was for me. That was like, yeah, so how do I be a goddess? Like, it's like
little did you know you already are.
Oh, thank you. Right, to close off, guys, we are going to be playing our game behind the lyrics. Our game behind the lyrics. Yeah. Our game behind the lyrics. I was about to add a harmony, but because you gassed me down as a singer, so. Yeah. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not ready yet. Maybe after my first class. But but this game, we've got some of your lyrics from your songs, and I just want you to explain where your head was at, what it meant, what you were feeling at the time that you wrote that. So we have a lyric here. Fuck you with all my heart, with all my heart.
It's the way you said it. It's so hilarious. The entire thing would be fuck you with all my heart because I loved you with all my heart. Should have never made me fall in love when you knew you never loved me back. Should have never took me up when you knew you'd let me down. So it's like the only person that could really hurt you really bad is somebody you really love a lot. And that's really what that lyric is about. Fuck you because you hurt me really, really bad. And you knew I loved you so much. And maybe you weren't in the same place, but you played the game like you were. And you knew you were doing that. And that didn't have to happen. So fuck you eternally.
And how do you deal with heartbreak?
Very bad. Very, very bad. I'm not good with it. You're a Libra. You're good. You can move on. It hurts really bad, but you can move on really easy. Yeah, it takes me a very long time to move on. I'm a fire sign. I want to burn everything down. I really want to destroy you. I don't because I love you. So I couldn't hurt you. So it's like a really, really bad thing. I don't let go of love very easily. I don't think there's anyone I've ever loved that I don't love anymore. Wow. I love everybody still. I just don't fuck with you. I'm very good at by the time I'm done with you, not fucking with you, but I love you forever. I still think about you. I still wonder if you're okay. I might even put a prayer in for you, because I still love you, but I don't fuck with you.
That's like my sister. My sister can actually, it's like she can love someone or she could be hurting, but that person, if he messages her like 10 times, 20 times, she will never respond. Never. She's never going back. Mm-mm. Like, no matter how much she loves that person, she'll never go back.
Never. That's why I like the begging thing.
I want to be that woman because like if you just beg me small, I'll just
you gotta have a little. You gotta be a little tougher.
I need to be
because if they're begging, they have a reason to be in that position.
I need to be stronger. But sometimes the begging just takes a bit long. It takes a while, so they don't beg straight away. Maybe like 3 months down the line.
And you were waiting for the beg. You wanted to beg early.
Yeah, I need to beg earlier. I need to beg a little bit earlier because by then I probably would have messaged you first.
Oh shit, we go in a different direction.
Anyways, let me not. I don't want to let you down. It's okay. Got this energy. Okay, cool. Right. Next lyric. Holding my pillow tight. Sometimes I even touch myself.
That's masturbation.
Okay. I sit and think about all the things we go through and I wonder why I stay with you, but there's something in your backstroke.
That's stigmatization.
For somebody that's been celibate for a long time, you really do be writing some lyrics.
Because I'm a very sexual person.
I can see this one. And listen, daddy, I'm too cute to fight. You better get that bitch told tonight.
Yes, I'm not going to fight. but I want this to be resolved.
And then the next one is don't want to give love so soon. You're so fine. You're so damn fine.
I'm trying not to be a whore.
It be like that. No, it be like that. It be like that. Like sometimes I just want to do it that day. Like the first time I meet you, where it's like I'm trying to contain myself.
Yeah, that's when you really clinch and cross.
Yeah, Kegel things.
Yeah, Kegel things.
No, that's me. So when do you think, do you have a timeline from when you're like, okay, from when I meet you to when we're intimate? Do you give yourself a mental timeline, or when does it feel right, or when it feels right? Like what's the
no, not really. It's just when I feel safe, because that's important for me.
Big thing.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the same thing.
Safety is a big deal now, because I've been celibate for so long. I have to like really be patient with myself, because it might just be my body's needs that has nothing to do with all the other things that are very important to me. So it might just be my body's needs. So I have to make sure it's like, you're really hungry, so you're about to go eat this crap food when you know you don't eat crap food. And I don't want to digest crap. You know what I'm saying? And the exchange of sexual energy exchange can create human beings. So it's very powerful. So I don't want to take in this man's like insecurities and all this whack stuff he got going on. So I have to think a little bit more now in this position, especially to start up. Once I get going, it might be a little bit easier, you know, but once I start back up, I have to make sure I'm not just doing it because I'm hungry.
That was a good answer.
Yeah.
I want to spend so much time with you, but that's our time.
That's
done.
our time.
That's our time done.
We're not going to do the eggs. Something about Easter. Isn't this an Easter?
We was going to do an Easter quiz, but remember I gave you the choice.
Oh, that's what shows that I'm dumb?
Yeah, that
okay,
one.
I don't want to show that.
But I want to say, Teedra, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming. Guys, let me bring it up again. My new gift. Complex simplicity, guys. Make sure you, what's the word?
Make sure you go to teedramoses.com and purchase yourself one. You guys have been asking me forever, and it is finally here. It's not up online yet, but it will be by the time this airs. So make sure you go and purchase it. It is a classic vinyl, and I don't know how much it costs, but pay the money. It's worth it, baby.
What I was going to say is that make sure.
And I am going to give it to you because you did guilt me into it.
You're going to give it to me?
Yeah. And Tamia's going to be mad. She's the businesswoman, but it's okay. It's my shit.
Thank you so much. No, this honestly.
And because I bonded with you. That's really what it is. Because I bonded with you and now I want to leave you with a gift. It's not the guilt trip.
No, honestly, this means the world to me, guys. I was going to say, make sure that you relive this moment and buy this vinyl. That's what I was going to say. And the words just left my brain. I think it's the juice. But where do we find you on the internet?
On the internet, I'm at teedramoses.com. All the socials at Teedra Moses. That's TeedraMoses. Moses, like the Bible. Hi, this is Teedra Moses, and I just had the greatest conversation with Madam Joyce, and we will be back next time with a bad girl, a bad boy. Stay tuned, baby.
Period. That was so good.
That was so fun. That was awesome.
You are incredible.
You are.